Subscribe and ring the bell to never miss an update. Hello everyone! Today on Lady Mary Beth, it's a new thrift adventure at the Cottage Shop, located on Westheimer in the Montrose area of Houston. It's shopping with a purpose, with proceeds benefiting the women's home. Lots to discover with fashion, home, and table. Join me. Welcome to the Cottage Shop. Lots to discover here for fashion, home, and table. You can find them in our Houston Thrift Guide, on the map, and in the store locator. I'm excited to show you around today. The Cottage Shop is a Houston treasure in the Montrose area since 1971. You can find them inside the Loop and very close to some of your favorite area resale shops. Proceeds benefit the women's home. They build communities that strengthen women and support families as they reclaim their stability. It is shopping with a purpose for high fashion clothing and home goods at incredible prices. You can definitely fill your closet on a dime. They also have top brands in footwear and some beautiful blouses from Michael Kors and Banana Republic. And lots of fashion accessories as well, including handbags. And quite a few clutches, which is my favorite for a night out. And it's also good for posing for photos, or if you're at a cocktail party and you might find it awkward with a heavy bag. You can hold it front and center, the underarm grip, or at the bottom for an elegant pose. Elevate any outfit with a stylish clutch. It is compact and effortless. This is from Chico's, priced at $20. On sale, their clutches are $50 and up. And this would be a great summer addition. Colorful patterns from Vera Bradley. A straw bag from Oscar de la Renta for $40. And another clutch in the popular cork style. We saw this at the Salvation Army Chic Boutique. For $20, that will serve you well. Segue from lunch to afternoon tea and dinner out. Great choice. We also have some jewelry. I'm excited to share one of these brands with you that we've not seen before. They do have fashion jewelry, and we will discover some sterling silver from Top Labels. 3 Texas jewelry designers featured here, including James Avery, which is about a $30 savings off of retail, Kendra Scott, which is a considerable savings, and Diane Maloof. I'll tell you more about this artisan. Diane Maloof is a 4th-generation Texan. Her jewelry is worn by Oprah and Elton, and she's been featured in Vogue. She was inspired in the 1980s to design her own silver statement ring. She scoured the market, could not find anything to her pleasing, including with Santa Fe artisans who featured daintier rings. After she designed hers, she had it made by a local jeweler and got lots of compliments. This inspired her to launch a company in 1986. Her jewelry is sold in over 250 stores today. These earrings are perfect for jeans and a crisp white shirt, priced at $105. A Stuart Weitzman silk scarf for $60. From Italy, sterling silver with Baroque pearls. This necklace is well priced at $45. A statement piece at $40 with a sterling silver choker necklace. It's all about the X's and O's. And when you're in the shop, be sure to pick up one of their brochures with the sales. You can shop certain days of the week and save big on categories, such as handbags. This duffel is from Vera Bradley, well priced at $35. The Black Label by Chico's Classic Gold Clutch is only $15. It is leather, and this one is going home with me to Germany for the summer. My favorite section of any resale shop, home goods. You can find entertaining essentials, decor, and lots for tabletop. And we will set a small table to give you an idea of how to pull some of these items together to create a lovely setting. And there are quite a few hidden gems in this store. Be sure to shop those discounts and remember that you are shopping with a purpose. The home goods section is my favorite area of any resale shop, and there is lots to discover here with some interesting history. We can find kitchenware, dishes, decor, and linens, and it's 25% off today. There's always something wonderful to discover, including some vintage nostalgia with this Fire King set. Imagine that it's 1959, you've gone to your neighbor's house to borrow a cup of sugar, and they invite you in for coffee. Chances are you might be served in this Fire King honeysuckle pattern. It was made from 1959 to 1962. Fire King is a brand by Anchor Hawking. They have quite an interesting history in the glass industry. It was started in 1905 by Ike Collins of Lancaster, Ohio, and he later merged with the Anchor Cap and Closure Company in 1937 to form Anchor Hawking. This is milk glass, oven-proof, and was definitely a staple in the 1950s and 60s. This is well priced at $16, and the decor is beautifully preserved. I'm sure that they hand washed it all those years. A classic silver-plated tray priced at $24, and of course we get that additional discount today. When you're shopping for a silver-plated tray, you want to make sure it is not pitted. If it's missing some silver, you could certainly work with that, but the pitting is the most important. This is from Poole Silver Company, an authentic reproduction. And we also want to look at the front of that tray. This one has been engraved in memory of Anne Alday in 1961. This can certainly have new life. A tufted stool. This would be a very affordable addition, priced at $75. And to dress up your breakfast or brunch table, add a peach or an apple pitcher. Could definitely bring some whimsy to your setting. And the classic kitchen rooster. Lots of decor and essentials here. And those pitchers are priced at $20 before the additional discount. I had a lemon many years ago, and that was sold at Foley's department store. Always looking for the vintage glass and crystal. And we find a true hidden gem here from Wedgwood. It's not often that you find Wedgwood crystal. They are a company known for porcelain production, and they did acquire some glass companies starting in 1967 with King's Lynn and later Galway and Dartington. This floral design vase has a lovely etching. It is made in Slovenia. Wedgwood was acquired by Waterford in 1986 during my time with Waterford Wedgwood, and it's nice to see that the early 2000s brought back some crystal. It's an excellent price when you think about what you can get for $20 these days, especially with that further discount. From the 1960s Prescott pattern introduced by Anchor Hawking, the deviled egg platter. I have never seen that one before, but you can definitely tell that unique Prescott design. An all-purpose butter dish with a front and center molded stamp from Avon, priced at $24. A variety of vintage and antique pressed glass, and a pattern that you probably find often at antique consignment and thrift shops. This one was made to brighten spirits and save some on the pocketbook. I'll tell you more about the history of this Anchor Hawking moonstone. Anchor Hawking launched the Moonstone collection in 1942, and it had a relatively short run, made until 1946. We do see a lot of these pieces in antique stores. This was aimed at bringing beauty and sophistication to the American market during World War II and a more affordable luxury type item. Square plates were historically present with many different patterns. This vintage plate is perfect for salad or dessert. And if we look at the back stamp, it has a series of letters. These are often misinterpreted. I'll tell you more about it. Every dish pattern has a story. If we look at the back stamp, it can be a bit confusing. You often find this on the secondary market as TCCP, but it's actually the C.C. Thompson pottery of East Liverpool, Ohio. They were in production from 1868 to 1938. The square plate with the embossed rim and the Seville pattern was made in 1930. Get ready for the find of the day with this interesting pattern from a very well-known German porcelain manufacturer with an amazing price. We can segue to several seasons for an interesting look. These all-purpose pasta bowls would also work well for dessert. A hidden gem and incredible deal with this set of dishes. I will tell you more about the history and how we can showcase this pattern with an interesting place setting. It is priced at $150 with that extra 25% off. These small bowls are practical for a salad, cereal, dessert, or a condiment. They are officially called the dessert bowl on the V&B website. Such an interesting transferware design. Each angle has a different look. You could certainly stretch this pattern with a solid color from Ballard Design in the rustic Primavera pattern, made from 2006 to 2011 in several colors, 3 of which are in this store today. This large platter is part of the set and retails for almost this price just by itself. Definitely a great deal today. A Villeroy und Boch pattern. I've shared lots of history in a previous visit to the Titi International Consignment Store in St. Ingbert, Germany. Villeroy und Boch is a German company founded in 1748 by François Boch and his 3 sons. They later brought in a stoneware manufacturer, Nicolas Villeroy. They are known for their outstanding quality, timeless elegance, and most importantly, the innovative design. This has helped them stay on trend and in business all these years. There is also a touch of pink in the leaf, which would be great for spring and summer. This is vitrified porcelain. It definitely stands up to everyday use. If we look at the back stamp, we see it is the House and Garden collection in the Parkland pattern. This was very short-lived, from 2003 to 2004. We may not recognize the pattern, but we certainly see a familiar shape. This is based on the manoir blank. That is one that was used for many other patterns, including Petite Fleur, Casa Azul, French Garden, Holly, and many, many more. It also had some companion pieces. V&B also has a factory in Luxembourg, which is a neighboring country and about 30 minutes away from the headquarters in Germany. The French provincial styling of the manoir blank takes on a new life and nod to nature in the Parkland pattern. It is their house and garden collection inspired by nature and their ancestral country home, Linslerhof, located in our home state of the Saarland in Germany. They also made 2 companion patterns, sort of their switch collection that they pioneered. There is Parkland Toile and Parkland Green. Shop your home and local resale for interesting table settings. I'm focusing on neutrals with a green undertone. These chino Ralph Lauren napkins would give a rustic look, but I'm leaning towards the elegance of these napkins with that beaded embellishment. Set of 6 for $8 plus the discount is a good deal. Any of these placemats would work nicely. And I've actually used a shower curtain for the tablecloth. You can certainly utilize this for a centerpiece as well. I'm loving the sheen of these napkins. I found some white porcelain napkin rings, and a brass basket from India, and green berries that I found in the store, and I've tucked a lace doily inside and placed it on a platter in this pattern. And there's that pop of pink again, if you're thinking about depression glass. Would be a lovely addition. And a tea light candle holder. It's this easy to shop your local thrift store and pull together the elements of the table for an interesting setting. I was focusing on fabrics with a gold undertone to go with this gold-rimmed Parkland plate, and even some of the green accents do have a bit of gold in them, and I think they work quite well with this setting. I would love to hear your ideas on how you would style this dish pattern. Please comment below and let me know. Bowls can always be used as a riser. Here we have turned this coupe bowl upside down. You can also see that beautiful design. And I found this tea light candle holder. For the summer season, I have used a placemat that is open, light, and airy, made of jute. It has sort of a green gold color, which works well with our pattern. As a plate charger, I have found this Queen Anne Wilton Armatel tray. It mimics the style of the Manoir Blanc with that French provincial design. I'm also inspired by Laura, a member of our Lady Mary Beth's Table group page on Facebook. She uses ornate silver-plated trays as chargers. I will put a link in the video description to our Facebook group page, Lady Mary Beth's Table. I invite you to join us. Here's a new addition to our place setting. We'll get back to that in just a bit. From the Indiana Glass Company, the Fruits Clear Crescent salad plates, priced at $8 each. These were originally made in porcelain years ago, known as bone dishes. A set of 6 glass plates for $20 plus the discount today. These are ideal for gifting. Tie a ribbon around that. Goes with every taste and style and dish pattern. Lovely floral etching. And they're dishwasher safe because they are lead-free. The Miss America pattern in a punch cup. That's an unusual find. And they also have a divided dinner plate. Reminds of the Blue Willow Blue Plate Special. These are $6 each. A punch bowl made by 2 different manufacturers. I believe this to be the original EAPG Early American Pattern glass from the U.S. Glass Company in the Manhattan pattern. It retired in 1920. It was later made by Tiffin Franciscan in the Bullseye pattern in 1955. Some fun zebra goblets. And a sunny outlook with this mid-century dinner plate. You've got the perfect pair for brunch or lunch, priced at $4 each. The Caracas pattern from Mikasa, detergent and oven proof, that definitely dates it to the 1940s and 50s. These Madrid double-handled cream soups are perfect for our setting. Absolutely love these. Definitely adds a different look and not so heavy with all the porcelain. These are made in the 1930s. And I think that's a great addition. Elegant glass is always a nice addition to a place setting. The Madrid pattern from the Federal Glass Company in the 1930s lightens up our look. From Federal Glass, this Madrid pattern definitely enhances our setting. And now you can imagine how the pink and green depression glass would also pair nicely with this dinner pattern. More mid-century finds. Big and bold floral patterns. And we have a touch of that avocado, which was very popular in the 60s and 70s. You could use this for a plate of cookies, doesn't have to be for dinner service. Mikasa Light and Lively. Made in Japan, $12. And I think they just had one plate. We're going to look at something that was quite new for that era. Melmac. And 12 pieces, looks like it's half price now, $40. And that is an individual salad bowl. I'll tell you more about the history of this colorful set. Melamine was the rage in the mid-century, and Melmac is the trademarked brand name of melamine produced by American Cyanamid. It is actually a formula of urea formaldehyde that was originally discovered by a German scientist in 1884. This became quite popular with airlines because of the lightweight aspect and American housewives. These were sold in sets of multiple colors with the color flight, and there were even top designers that worked with this product. Shop sustainably and affordably for everyday dinnerware. It's now 50% off at $50. You have 12 each of the mugs, bowls, plates, and even serving pieces. You could easily split this if you have a friend that's also setting up a kid in a college dorm or apartment. Ideal for everyday use, genuine stoneware from Japan. Now let's step into the mid-century with the perfect serving tray, ideal for barware. A great entertaining essential and fabulous mid-century find with this black resin Curoc tray. Has an interesting history, and the inlaid design is the Chinese character Fu, representing good fortune. It is priced at $10 less 25%. That's a deal. Curoc was founded in 1948 in Monterey, California. They produced black resin trays made by skilled artisans. Their founder gained experience working with plastics during the war effort. It's a process of hand-laying natural materials and fusing them into the resin. This sterling candle holder is begging for a glass hurricane. We found a cranberry one at Rummel Creek Antiques. From Newport Sterling, $4. That is an amazing deal. Absolutely incredible. They do have a nice selection of artwork. This butterfly is priced at $30. When I see these at estate sales, they sell quickly, within minutes. And there's also some artwork from across the pond, along with some European porcelain. This handled dish would be ideal for pastries or display it on an easel. Priced at $16. And these dinner plates have been hand painted on a European blank, $6 each. And they are from Germany. Bayreuther from Bavaria, Germany. I like that crown bag stamp. And beautiful colors. Someone has worked very hard on their painting skills. It was a popular hobby. Priced at $30. It is Richmond Bridge, not to be confused with Richmond, Texas. Portraits of Britain. Each of these is numbered. 850 prints made from the original watercolors by Philip and Glenn Martin. These are absolutely perfect, beautifully matted and framed, and the price is right at $30 each. It's quite unusual to find a purple soup tureen. And that is also half price, $25. It was a blank, most likely, that was hand painted. And lots of different back stamps here, made in Italy. The New Orleans design. Even more purple here with this vintage piece. And we will look at it in the light. This is often referred to as sun purple. Westmoreland made the Waterford pattern from 1920 to 1930, not to be confused with Waterford crystal. You may notice this has a bit of a purple tint, and that is due to the manganese that was added to the batch to cancel out the green of the iron oxide. But unfortunately, when it was exposed to UV light, sunlight, it turned a bit purple. There are many collectors today. Milk glass, the little black dress of tabletop. We have the Indiana Glass Harvest Grape goblets. And this covered candy dish is from Anchor Hocking from the 1960s. Blue and white, always popular, $6 with that windmill. And no back stamp. Definitely worth a look. Here is the companion piece to the Wilton Armitel Queen Anne. This is the larger platter, and it has an older back stamp. Priced at $20. This is the mystery porcelain piece. If you have any ideas, I would love to hear from you in the comments. I'm wondering if there were some additional serving dishes there. And it has a beautiful back stamp for $12. It is from Austria. It looks to be antique. And I'm sure it had a very specific use. There is lots to discover in this store, and I've had such fun shopping and sharing with you today. So glad you joined me today for the cottage shop. We discovered lots of treasures and shopped the store to set a table. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Beth. Elevate your everyday with thrifting.